Good morning, my dear children. Today we will going to study English Reader, chapter number 10, The Model Millionaire. The story concerns a young man who, although does not have much money for himself, but is moved to pity by the sight of an elderly beggar who is posing as a model for his artist friend. Although he can barely afford to do so, the young man gives the beggar the largest denomination coin that he has in his pocket. The story focuses on the ideas of the perception of class, beauty, wealth, and generosity. Makes for a tale with a strong lesson for readers that beauty is in the eye of the beholder and that wealth and generosity are always linked. So the story begins. There was a very good looking young man named Eugene Erskine. He was a popular and kind. However, he was not very clever and had no money. He kept changing his job. He tried in stock exchange, tea trading, wine trading, but he failed in all the businesses. All the business were too dry. He loved a girl named Laura Merton, the daughter of a retired colonel. The colonel would not allow them to get married if Hughie had £10,000 of his own. So one day, Hughie visited his friend Alan Trevor, who was a painter. When Hughie came, Alan was painting a model. So, children, on page 60, there is a picture showing Hughie Erskine, a beggar, and his friend Alan, who was doing the painting of the beggar. So the model was a beggar man, and Hughie felt sorry for the model. So he gave him a sovereign, which is the highest denomination of the money. Later that night, Hughie met Alan at the Palette Club. They had a talk, and Hughie found out from Alan that the model was actually not a beggar man, but a millionaire named Baron Hosberg. Hughie went home unhappily, whereas Alan laughed loudly. The next morning, a messenger from Baron Hosberg came and brought him a letter. The letter contained a check for £10,000, which was a wedding gift to Hughie Erskine and Laura Merton from Baron Hosberg. On the day of the marriage, Alan Trevor was the best man, and the Baron made a speech at wedding breakfast. Alan said, "Millionaire models are rare enough, but model millionaires are rarer still." So, this is the summary of the chapter. Now, we'll come to the exercises. Page number 67, true false. Mark the statement true or false. A. Hughie Erskine had a well played job. False. Colonel Merton was still working in India. False. Alan Trevor was a sculptor. False. Hughie felt sorry for the beggar and gave him all the money he had with him. False. The beggar refused to take the money. False. There are 6 characters in the story. True. Now, children, you have to do the word meaning and true false in your notebook, in your reader copy. And one more thing, you have to do exercise I also in your English grammar. Exercise I, of chapter number 21, direct and indirect speech. I'm sending you the screenshot of the exercises. You have to do the exercise in your book. Read out the chapter. Okay, if you found any problem, you can ask. Thank you. That's it for today.